Hi guys, it's Sherry for week 37 update. We'll get to the numbers right away. Last week, week 36, I was 178 pounds again, and this week I am 175, so I've lost 3 pounds. So what was different this week? Well, I decided to do the 5-day pouch test, which I've heard several people talking about. If you feel like you have lost your restriction from gastric bypass, if you feel like you're eating more, or you just really need to get back on track, you go through what they call the 5-day pouch test, where you have a very restricted diet over 5 days. The first 2 days is protein shakes and liquids. Then the next day is fish, and then the next day is ground meats, and then the next day is denser meats like steak or chicken. All of it's supposed to be cooked pretty dry. You're not supposed to put a lot of sauces, gravies, excuse me, and condiments on there, because then they call it what's called a slider food, and it just slides on down and out of your pouch and doesn't stay there, keeping you full longer, and makes it easier to eat, and it doesn't give you that tightness that you got as a new post-op. So sounded good. It was working for everybody else. Why wouldn't it work for me? So I gave it a shot. And you're supposed to be trying to cut out your your caffeine during that time also. I can tell you that right now was not a success. I had a lot of caffeine. I mean, a lot. I had some low ball Monster Javas. You guys know I love those immensely. And I did pretty good, except for the caffeine, all the way up until like day 3. I couldn't believe I made it through day 1 and 2 liquid diets. It was really hard. The fish was on day 3. And then my husband went to Winn-Dixie, and look what he brought me home. Happy Bunny Valentine candy. Not sugar-free. Well, I happen to know how many sugars I can have, or how much candy or whatever I can have before I dump. Therefore, I played this stupid game. Yes, I did. I said, okay, I know that I can usually eat 2 pieces of candy without dumping. 3 I dump. So, there's a little fine line there. So what did I do? I ate 2 pieces of candy. And then what did I do on day 4? I ate 2 pieces of candy. Waited a couple hours, ate 2 more pieces of candy. Waited a couple of hours, ate 2 more pieces of candy. I did that on day 5 also. So, it is empty. Empty. I don't think my 5-day pouch test was a success because I didn't follow it well. And on day 5, because I had eaten all of my little chocolate candy, I decided, what would it hurt to have some Doritos and bean dip? So I had some of that too. Oh, I can't do 5 days. What's wrong with me? Just 5 days. But my husband put it into perspective for me. He's like, well, Sherry, this is why you had weight loss surgery. That's absolutely right. If I couldn't do 5 days of willpower, what would my life be like if I had never had gastric bypass? Would I have eaten these all at once? Yeah. It took me 3 days to eat these. It could have taken me 15 minutes to eat those. So that helps. I can't eat as much as I used to, although I feel like I can eat like a pig now. You know, I just need to to stop and think. I need to get my mind back on track. I really need an accountability partner. Really, really. Especially when it comes to food. Exercise, I'm not so bad at. I do skip yoga almost every single time I tell myself I'm going to do it. The only thing I do is run. But, I need an accountability partner. I feel like whenever... Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I need an accountability partner. But anyway, there's that. My 5-day pouch test results. I lost 3 pounds. I don't know if it was the results of the test or not. I don't feel like there's any more restriction than there was before. So I feel like it didn't do very much for me, if anything at all, as far as feeling like a new post-op. I don't feel that at all. So maybe I'll do it again sometime, but I just really am not in the mood to restrict myself on what I need to be eating again. I mean, I don't want to go through 2 more days of liquid diet. I don't like it. I don't want to cut out my caffeine. I can't do it. Alright, so anyway. Let me check my time. Pardon me. Alright, 6 minutes. I'm good. I want to go over what my February goals were and if I accomplished them or not. One of my goals for February was to run a mile in 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and I accomplished it. If you remember back on, I don't remember what video that was, I did it in 11 minutes and 6 seconds. My goal was to lose 8 pounds. I lost 6 pounds in the month of February. I was going to also wear my pedometer daily. Didn't do it. Hardly did it at all. And I was going to record my foods daily, and I'll say I did that 80-85% of the time. There was a couple of days where I got off track because somebody in the house poured water or something all over my journal, and I had it was soaking wet, and so I just let it dry for a few days. So anyway, that was my February. Here are my March goals. I want to be able to run a mile in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I want to be able to do the Gate River Run, which is my next 5K, on the 14th of this month. I want to be able to do it in 35 minutes. I want to graduate Couch to 5K. I am in week 8 right now. I want to lose 7 pounds this month. I want to, this makes me want to cry, I want to not get any McDonald's sweet tea for a month. Oh, God. Ah, it's like I'm losing a best friend. Okay, and the last thing, I want to make better food and drink choices. I don't want to do any of the, you know, don't want to do that. So, those are my goals for March. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to catch up with videos. It seems like everybody's making tons and tons of videos, and I'm getting behind on watching everyone's, as well as trying to make them for different contests and so forth. So anyway, Happy Pam, no, was it Happy Pam? Who was it? I'm a Sweet Girl said she downloads them to her iPod. Wow, that would be awesome to do. Watch YouTube videos while I'm doing my running. Oh, that would be so sweet. Or driving to work. That would knock out so much. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do that. I'll talk to you guys next time.